Jeff Walker would love to hear Andy's take on strategies to neutralize age perception. Okay, there are I love this question. Jeff, there are presentation neutralizers and there are tactical neutralizers. Who gets what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying? Okay, number one, presentation neutralizers. What do I mean? Well, your resume can be take your year off your degree. Okay, get rid of that. How far back you go is determined based on what? Everybody in the chat, how far back you go is based on what? What markets you best? For some people, it's 10 years. For some, it's 15. For me, it's 37. It's different for everybody. However, if you have a cut line, meaning it's 2025, I'm going back 20 years, 2005. That's my cut line. Anything below that you want to take off for purposes of hiding age, you do not want to eliminate jobs, roles, companies, or anything that what? Repeat after me, sells you best. So you can, once you have a cut line that's reverse chronological, all together, cohesive, nothing is missing, then you say below 2005, I'm going to cut it. But Andy, there was between 2000 and 2005, there was just a job and it's not really relevant. Cool. Leave it off. But in 1998 and 1999, I did this great work at this bank and it's really relevant. Awesome. We're going to add an additional experience section and then you're just going to toss that in. Additional experience includes working at this awesome bank where I did awesome stuff. Awesome. Cool. Because why? Because it markets you best. Okay. Up at the top, instead of saying I have 37 years of work experience, you can say over 15, over 20, or you can say 20 years of relevant experience, whatever the relevancy is. 20 years supporting healthcare organizations that blah, blah, blah. So all that is presentation elimination. Then you got tactical implementation. Okay, what's tactical implementation? You go into a job search. If you're like me and you're sniffing at 59, you don't target organizations that are startups where the CEO is 28 and the rest of the staff are 25. There's nothing wrong with that. And God bless those young professionals who are killing it. That's just not for you, right? So you're not going to target those companies. I want you to go and target companies where people look like I do. They got the gray hair that he's trying to hang on to, right? How's my hair looking today? You follow me? When you look at the executives, when you look at the board of directors, do they look like you? Do you think they value your experience? Well, from a targeting standpoint, don't target those young startups. I'm not saying you can't target a startup, but just you got to make sure that the management team kind of looks like you and me or whatever it is. Larger companies, maybe. Then there are other organizations like sector-based where generally speaking, the sector itself doesn't mind that you have a lot of years of experience. Nonprofits, others, governmental, others don't care as much. Okay. Then there's the tactical implementation when you get into the interviews. So when you get into the interviews, the stories, well, first off, I want you to do some jumping jacks and get some energy going. Now, you don't have to talk as fast as I do, but you need to be talking with energy. And you need to use language that has warmth and competence. I love doing this. I love learning new things. I'm willing to do it. I love doing that. I love learning. I'm current on. You got to use current language. You got to take old stories and you got to make them with current language. And you got to do a lot of pushing into the future. Why? Because when you push into the future and you're showing them exactly how you would tackle something in their environment and they see you can do it, they're going to be more apt to hire you. And then tactically, what are you going to have to do? You have to sell the hell out of yourself because you probably cost more. But you're going to go back to my 5 points, goals, problem, solution, and so on. And you're going to do that. So that's a pretty complete array. Now, I went through that pretty quickly. But when all y'all my age, or like Karen and her story, there's the presentation of the age, there's the targeting of the age, meaning the searching, and then there's the verbal presentation in the interview. You got to watch them all.